Hi, I'm going to review the workspace I put together for your team projects and teamed roll-ups. It all starts here with the navigation site. In order to share the link for this site, you do need to go to right mouse click Properties, and you need to share this link right here. If you try to share the link up here, it'll just take them to the Home tab. So that's one little quirky thing in Smartsheet is if you want to share something specific, you have to right mouse click and then copy this link right here. So this is the link the team should get and initially log into. This is the jumping off point to get everyone to the weekly roll-up, to any status items that are read. And when we share with the team, we want to make sure that you can go up here and click the share button. You want to make sure that once you type in someone's name, you do share to Workspace so that they can see everything in here. Otherwise, they'll only see the one specific item you share, and in the case of reports, the report won't have anything in it because they're not shared into anything underneath. So here in the primary site, we have you can click either of these reports to go see items that are red status, and everything that's in here right now is just dummy data for example purposes. But any items that the team had flagged as red would show up in here, and then this is you're wanting it to be red so that you can roll up to management that you need help with it. And down here we would have a weekly roll up, and I'm showing you the end game first, and we're going to roll into what the individual team sheets look like. But I'm trying to show you the end game so that you understand why we're going to do it the way that I'm about to show you. So here is the weekly roll-up. This is what the team would review, and the idea is that this is what the team would review in a weekly meeting. You have rolled up the things that the deal flow, the proposals and deals team has rolled up these things as things they wanted to mention in the meeting and either discuss with the team or show to management. This can be referenced at any time, so it could just be a checkpoint during a weekly meeting, but it also can just be a place to check in for management to see what's going on. The management can also make comments in here, so I took some of these notes from one of the PowerPoints Ben sent me, so I was hoping it maybe would help you relate to some of the items in here. But Ben and other leadership members can make comments in here that go back to you as end users. But again, this is the checkpoint for the team to come together and share where they're at, and for management to see everyone at a glance. But as a team, you're going to be working in these individual sheets. So you can see here, again, dummy data, these things aren't really at risk. You can see it's pretty straightforward. So you have an initiative, deal flow, process alignment. These are the things that need to get done in order for this to be completed. So once all of these get completed, you'll see everything goes to 100%. So these items here are the major initiatives that your team is working on. You can make these anything you want. Again, it's meant to be milestones that are getting you to a goal. Everything, including the red, yellow, green status, will change for you. So if something is complete, it is blue. If something is not started, it's gray. If something is on track, but the date is in the past, it's yellow. If something is off track, then it's going to be yellow as well. If it's on track and the date is in the future, then it's green. And if it's at risk, it's red. So at risk is the only thing that's going to make this turn red. If you put in a mitigation plan, it will go to yellow. So if you have something that is at risk, but you've put the plan in place to mitigate that risk, then it won't be red anymore. So that's a brief rundown of the individual sheet. If you want to add new rows, you just hit the insert button and start typing, and it will all automatically fill in for you. If you want to can hit the insert button, or you can do right mouse click, insert above. Again, you can type over anything in this sheet. You're good to go. If you have items that kind of live under something else, if these two things were to a subset of this, we could highlight these two and indent here. Or as you can see, it also gives you the keyboard shortcut when you hover over it. All right. This is a sheet, so whenever you have something in here that you want to roll up in your weekly report, all you have to do is click this button over here and it will show up back in our main report. So if I hit the save button here and I close this window, I go back to the window I was in, those items are not showing up here anymore. So again, here's this, there's these three right here. So if I go back into my main sheet that I've been working in, because I'm on the proposals and deal flow team, here are those three items. So if I uncheck those three items, hit save, go back to my report, notice those items are not showing up here now. So again, as a team, you work together in here, you highlight the things you want to show up in your weekly report, and they will automatically show up there. In the main report here, you do have a Gantt chart. It will be available. You'll be able to see anything that has data information will show up in here. This is also available at the team level. So you have 4 different views over here. The two you'll probably be interested in the most are just the grid view, which is a regular Excel kind of view, and then the Gantt view, which will provide you with this Gantt type view of the dates inside of your start and end date columns. You can zoom out, and you can zoom in and out as you wish. Maybe you have some items running over several quarters. I'm not sure. So we go back up to our navigation sheet. I wanted to show you one other team summary. So it's one thing to see the nitty-gritty, but to get the high level view of where everyone is at, we have this priorities and progress by team. So I've created just a kind of roll-up, and what you'll see is the number of items that you have where your red, yellow, green status is red, yellow, green, and they're meeting. They're color-coded. So if something is red, you'll see here that where it is red is indicated here. So if I go back, if you click this, you'll go to the underlying sheet that's making this certain status red. And if I change this to completed, now when I go back to that summary, you'll notice that it's no longer red, and it's changed to green now because the status is everything's on time, so everything's looking good. When you have 0%, it's going to be just gray, the regular color. But the idea here is that if you see something's at risk, you want to know what are the things that are affected by it. And if you really want to get into the details, you can go into the sheet itself and see what the items are that are causing that status. A couple of things I'd like to just clarify real quick. So if we look at this from a hierarchy standpoint, so on your primary column is here. It's called item, and you can hit collapse all. Everything for demand strategy, these are the major initiatives that they have. So these are, I've given you up to 7. You can just delete the ones you don't want. But these are the major initiatives for demand strategy. So these are the items that are also reflected in the summary by team sheet. So all the statuses you see here, this one's red and this one is red because there is something underneath the comp planning that is red, which makes the overall initiative red, because this is something that needs to be flagged, and this is something that needs a mitigation plan. Once the mitigation plan is in place, it will no longer be red. So that is just something we built in. I'm happy to take that out if you want, but I thought it was functionality that would be useful for the team. So all of the statuses here will be rolled up into the summary dashboard, summary site. That's what they call, Smartsheet calls these. And then when we're looking at, if we go back to our navigation site and we look at our weekly report, those major initiatives are also going to show up here on the left. So down here we have, we need to qualify the DE bookings separately. Well, this is under DE bookings, the DE booking section of the underlying sheet. Deal flow and process alignment. So if we go to this item on there, you'll see that this particular item, remember it's the item that is checked. So this item is underneath deal flow process alignment, and that is what also shows up on the rollup report. So it's not just an item, it's also what it's related to. I hope that helps you understand the sheet a little better, the solution a little better. Again, as a team, you can come in here, you've got the grid view, you've got the Gantt view, you can put notes in the different sections, your executive comments, if Ben or other leaders put in comments, they will be reflected here. And let me know if you need any more assistance, but these are your sheets. Don't be afraid to mess anything up. We can always fix it later. If anything, just make sure you're using it. And again, just don't be afraid to mess anything up. It really is not fragile at all. And just go for it. Hope you enjoy it. Have a great day.